Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on the show. Here to talk about Kentucky football. So exciting, ladies and gentlemen. Kentucky loses 56-34. Yeah, their defense was just complete garbage tonight. They scored 34 points, and yet they get blown out. Cutter Boley had a damn good game. Besides that interception for a pick six, I thought he had a pretty damn good game. Threw 5 touchdowns tonight, had 346 yards. But it didn't matter because the defense, the corners were burnt toast tonight. Defensive backs running cardio. Before half, Mark Stoops' dumbass calling timeouts. Typical end of half. Typical botched end of half from Mark Stoops. Call timeouts. Tennessee scores a touchdown. After they're on 28-7, they get back in it. And then that happens for halftime. I'm done with this guy, man. A&M is running through the ACC, and we're still stuck with Mark Stoops. Remember, Texas A&M almost hired this guy, and the fans pushed back against it? Tells you all you need to know about Mark Stoops. Anyways. Yeah, this was just a complete disaster of a game besides Cutter Boley. The DBs were just doing cardio at this point. Man, but J.Q. Hardaway, he looks so cool out there, man. Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're not a good ball player. I'm sick of losing to Tennessee. You'd think Brad White would figure a way to slow them down, slow their receivers down at some point, and they don't. I don't think Kentucky has ever played a game in which their offense, defense, and special teams were all going the same night. One, the other, or all three are terrible every game. Never can get it fully together. It looks like someone trying to chase a fast car. Never going to catch them. They just need to fire the whole fucking coaching staff. And Hardaway is trash. Dude gets beat every single time. Feels like, and the safeties suck too. Everyone in defense feels like they suck. Vanderbilt and Indiana are two legitimate top 5 or 10 teams likely go to the college football playoffs. Excuses are, and I've always been weak. Vanderbilt and Indiana have been bottom feeders. Oh, but they actually have good coaching. Something we lack. Maybe we should accept mediocrity, because that's all Kentucky will be. Even what saying mediocrity is putting it lightly. They're trash. They're shit. While Vanderbilt and Indiana are top 5 or 10 teams in the country. Indiana arguably the best, you could argue. And then the end of half Stoops, like I was saying, strikes again. So Kentucky goes down 28-7. They get back to 28-21. They had a long-ass drive which took like 9 minutes, and they got a touchdown. They're like, oh, Stoops only gets credit for negative attributes of the program. I know it's just not their year anyways, but all the coaches stink. I mean, I guess Bush Hamden called a really damn good game tonight, but even then it didn't matter because the defense sucked. But the end of half, why the hell are you calling timeouts for? There's 15 seconds. He's making nearly $10 million per year. No excuses, dude. He's making nearly $10 million per year. Like, I would think a coach with making $10 million per year wouldn't do that shit before halftime. And look, the prevent defense. Hey, let's rush 4 and play soft coverage. Yeah, wonderful right there. Who calls these? Like, who calls this? They don't blitz at all, it feels like. As soon as he called the timeout, I knew Tennessee would score. No fucking reason to call timeouts. There's 15 seconds. You ain't going to get the fucking ball back and do anything. I'm done. Like, I'm so just done. I've been beyond done with Mark Stoops. And then the last 2 minutes of the first half were very unkind of Mark Stoops' tenure. We're consistently terrible in this area. It is what it is. You don't call timeouts right there. He calls a timeout with 10 seconds left in the half to set up the defense, which proceeds to give a touchdown pass to a wide open receiver. That's Kentucky football, ladies and gentlemen, in a nutshell. For a defensive guy, his end of half defense sure sucks. And this defensive coordinator is terrible too. Defensive coordinator should be gone, head coach should be gone, and offensive coordinator. That's Brad White defense right there. Bush Hamden got 3 offensive touchdowns in a Power 4 conference game for the first time in 13 games since he's been the offensive coordinator at Kentucky. But even then, it didn't fucking matter because Brad White and his defense sucked. And at one point in the game, in the last 6 quarters of football, Cutter Bowley 44-58, 75 completion percentage, 455, 4 total touchdowns with 2 interceptions, 69 rushing yards. The redshirt freshman is hitting his stride. And then this one play here symbolizes where we are with Kentucky football right now. So it's 3rd and 11, near the end of the first quarter. Cutter Bowley completes past Harley Gilmore. He's breaking tackles, and they strip the football away finally. And then it's going all over the place. Kentucky has a chance. 1, 2, 3. They finally recover. Then they fumble again, and then Tennessee recovers it. That play just kind of symbolizes where Kentucky football is right now. The consistent theme of most of these Kentucky-Tennessee games over the last 5 years is our secondary has 0 chance of covering their receivers. No matter who they have, they can't cover them. They get cooked. If Stoops isn't done after Sunday, Mitch needs to go. Why is everyone firing their coach, but we still have to endure this? James Franklin has a bigger buyout, and he got the buyout. But why is everyone firing their coaches, but we still have to endure this? Because Mitch is a moron who gave this clown a ridiculous buyout. Gosh, I know he hired Kenny Brooks, Mark Poe, but he gave a dumbass contract to Calipari. Fortunately, he was able to get out of it and go to Arkansas, which is better for both sides. You just get rid of Mark Stoops at this point, dude. But I love this tweet from Chris Bailey, a Kentucky weatherman. Dearest Twitter, what is this Kentucky football of which you speak of? I only see basketball season from where I see it. I'm glad it's basketball season. They need to be talking to Summerall behind closed doors right now before he goes to Florida or elsewhere. But I watched portions of this game. I'm not going to sit here and say I watched the full game. I was watching my Dodgers in the World Series. I was watching Yoshinobu Yamamoto go a complete game. I hate this team so bad. That's just Kentucky football, folks. That's just a simple way to put it. So glad Kentucky basketball has a damn good team and a damn good coach that knows what he's doing. They have some good players, like they have Cutter Bowley, DJ Miller. They need to find a way to keep those guys here and don't let them transfer. Just have those guys stay and get you a whole new coaching staff. Will they do it? Probably fucking not, because Mitch Barnhart's a dumbass. But this is not good when ESPN's college football account is posting a picture with a fan with a bag over their head, catastrophe. That's pretty much what Kentucky is right now, a catastrophe. When the ESPN account is posting you, yeah, not good. Remember when Mark Stoops said this is a football school? Yeah, Calipari was right. It is a basketball school. We all know that. It's a dumbass trying to say football school. Fire the whole staff. Fire the janitors and hell, even the Uber drivers. Fire them all. We need more paper bags in the crowd. Or less people going to games to get Stoop the fuck out of here. That is the only way he'll get fired is if you fucks stop showing up to the games. I don't know how you guys go to the games, dude. Just to watch Kentucky lose every week at home. How do you guys go and watch this shit? Hell, it's hard to watch a full game. Cutter Bowley had 5 passing touchdowns tonight. It didn't even matter in the grand scheme of things, but he's the QB of the future. He's only a redshirt freshman. I want a new coach potentially. And I don't care if the buyout's too large. Fuck the buyout. Pay it. You'll be surprised with the rumors brewing, but I'm not going to say anything. It's not too large for a SEC school. Buyout ain't too large. Man, how much we pay for Zach Calzada? Dude doesn't even play anymore. There's no guarantee Cutter Bowley will want to stay here anyways, but hopefully they can convince him, bring a new coach. We just had a quarterback throw for 5 touchdowns and we were never in the game. That's just crazy, man. But I just hope it's the last time Coach Stoops is at. I hope it's the last time Coach Stoops is at this fucking field. Done with this guy. Been done with him for a while. Hopefully the Mark Stoops era is over at some point. Let's go over the stat sheet. I'm not going to bother reading anymore. I've said what I had to say. Cutter Bowley, 26-35, 346, 5 touchdowns. He had that 1 pick 6, but, I mean, only 9 incompletions, 5 touchdowns, and we were still never in the game. Dante Dowdell, 12 runs, 52 yards. Patterson, 16 runs, 51 yards. Bowley, 7 runs, 31 yards. DJ Miller, 5 catches, 120 yards, 2 touchdowns. I believe he's a freshman. He's pretty damn good. Kendrick Law, 2 catches, 103 yards and a touchdown. Willie Rodriguez, 2 for 28. Patterson, 7 for 44. J.J. Hester, 4 catches, 23 yards, had 2 touchdowns. Defensively, I mean, they had 1 sack from Rayner, but that's it. 0 for 1 on field goals from Callaway. And Kentucky drops to 2 and 4. They scored 34 points, but don't matter. Dropped to 2 and 4. Group of 5, Joey, 20 of 26, 396, 3 touchdowns. Absolutely dominated this Kentucky defense. Anyone probably could have done that tonight with the way our defense is. So yeah, 396, 3 touchdowns, only 6 incompletions. Star Thomas, 10 for 64, 1 touchdown rushing. Bishop, 14 for 48, 2 touchdowns. Receiving, Brazil, 4 catches, 138 and a touchdown. Matthews, 6 catches, 107 and a touchdown. And Staley, 6 catches, 105 yards. Davis with a touchdown as well. 2 catches, 23 yards and a touchdown. Defensively, they had 1 sack from Bailey, 1 interception from Farouk, which went for a pick 6. They didn't kick any field goals tonight because they pretty much got a touchdown for like damn near every possession. There's probably only 2 possessions where they might have went 3 and out. Offensively, Tennessee had 504 total yards, 396 passing, 108 rushing, 8 yards per play. 23 first downs, 4 free and third down, 1 for 1 on 4th down, 59 total plays, 1 sack allowed, 3 punts, 6 penalties, no fumbles, no interceptions, 23 missed time possession. Kentucky, 492 total, 346 yards, 146 rushing, 6 yards per play, 25 first downs, 5 for 12 on 3rd down, 1 for 1 on 4th down, 73 total plays, 1 sack allowed, 3 punts. They had 7 penalties, 2 fumbles, 1 interception, so 3 total turnovers right there. And 36 minutes time possession. I believe both those lost fumbles were literally on that same possession that I was talking about. And then that pick 6. Tennessee improves to 6-2. They had 21 in the first quarter, 14 in the second, 14 in the third, 7 in the fourth. They could have scored 63. They just decided to call it off there at the end. Kentucky 7 in the first, 14 in the second, 6 in the third, 7 in the fourth. The offense wasn't the problem tonight, but the defense was. It's just they never have anything consistently going. Oh, man. They play Auburn next week. Oh, man, in the shit bowl right there. 2 shitty-ass teams. My thoughts on Mark Stoops and UK football are well known on this app at this point, where I come on and talk about Kentucky. But there's a cruel irony in finally finding a good high school QB when this era is so clearly over. Cutter Bowley will be a great starting point for a new coach, but I hope he stays here. How did they go through fall camp and not realize the pieces that were best for the offense? It took an injury to unleash Cutter Bowley. But, yeah, 56-34, Kentucky loses. Leave a like and subscribe for more. Peace.